Peace, this is Jarrell with Quantum Consciousness. Today is the Numerology reading for August 2025 for the Lionsgate portal. How you guys doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? So I'm pulling from the Numerology deck here. This Numerology deck has 0 through 9. And there's 3 ways each number can be pulled. There's a solution-based form of the number, which is a more balanced form of the number. There's an inhibited form of the number, which is more of a more passive form of the number. And there's an exaggerated form of the number, which is more of a more outwardly unbalanced version of the number. So I went ahead and pulled 3 numbers for each week for the first 3 weeks of August. And then I pulled 1 card from my Oracle deck, the Quantum Light Conscious Oracle deck. And that is for week 4 of August here. Alright, so let's get started. So for the first week of August, coming in here for the first week of Lionsgate, we have the 0 in exaggeration. So here you see a sphere surrounded by 9 spheres, and the 10th sphere is in the center. It seems to be an energy circle. So what you have here is one being in the center, whether it is their life, their friend circle, their family circle, wherever they may be. This can be on the internet, this can be in social media, wherever they may be. They are pulling energy to themselves. This is like an unbalanced form of trying to fill the void or bandage a wound or get instant gratification for something that you are overlooking. This being right here is trying to numb the pain with outside stimulus. They're trying to pull energy to themselves to avoid looking on the inside here. That's what this card here is representing to me here. Now, in exaggeration, we can see how the dot in the center as an individual draws all 9. It acts manipulatively with the urge to experience life excessively. So, this can be like an obsession that, you have, or any, individual has to when it comes to certain things. You may want more attention, you may want to be noticed, you want to have more appreciation in your life, which is what it comes down to. You want love. You want love from the people who are around you. And when you're outwards looking for that, for love to come from around you, you need to start by looking on the inside, looking at yourself, and giving that love to yourself and filling your own cup first before you try to get somebody else to fill your cup. You need to understand that your own self-love is where you start. Your own self is where your own energy is sourced from. And in order to grow as an individual, you need to be a full, rounded, and well-balanced being initially. So love yourself. Don't look at anybody else on the outside to come and give that to you first before you've given it to yourself. And I don't mean by giving it to yourself in an aggressive or conceited manner to where you're saying, oh, I love myself. What can you do for me? Oh, I love myself. I don't need you. Oh, I love myself. You don't deserve me. It's not, you're missing the whole point if you're going about it that way. Self-love means to actually honor and respect yourself enough to understand that humility is the way to go when you're dealing with others. And the only way to get there is by understanding that you're a full being inside and out. regardless of anybody who is in your life or who is not in your life. And when you see yourself on that level of love first, what you want will start to flow to you. If you want more people in your life, they'll start to flow to you. If you want an invitation to parties, those invitations will start to come in. If you want appreciation and acknowledgement, those compliments and those comments and glances of attention will start coming in because you've done the inner work on yourself. You've actually gained the confidence and experience and understanding of yourself as a whole individual, and you've shown up in the world and you're actually acknowledging yourself as the divinity that you are, wholly, totally, and completely. So week 1 here was where the Stargate energy really starts to pick up. You have the Sun in Leo, which is funneling light codes down from the center of the galaxy, down through constellation Leo, from Orion's belt, from the center of the galaxy, and this is all heart-based energy. This is all heart-based light codes. So when you're in your center and you're working on yourself, you have to know that there's a solution to what you are longing to feel from the outside. It's all on the inside, especially, and this becomes more and more obvious and more eminent when you're in the Lionsgate energy and you're feeling that heart energy flow through the Stargate, through the cosmos, down into your place of existence, into your energy field. And you feel that heart center energy start to engage and activate your own heart center, and you become more full and more resonant in who you are. So using this energy circle is also a positive thing. If you start to use this circle, centering yourself in the center of an astrological alignment above you, leading upwards to the galactic center, you're just going to pull a lot of Stargate energy, heart-centered, Lyran, ancient wisdom energy into your energy field, and then you're going to grow exponentially. So that's what you want to do here, first week of August, leading up into the peak of Lionsgate. Okay, week 2. We have here the One in Solution. Now, this is looking good. This card is very balanced. It's very happy. Looks like everything is looking in order here. Here, the One is an individual, a star being, on their own plane of existence. Here, also grounded on the earth, in their own plane, on their own plane of existence. And this being knows that they're connected to all, in all directions, and it stands quite radiantly and consciously in their own center, and they're aware of their own uniqueness and their individuality. So this is starting August 8th, right? August 8th through August 15th. So this is the second week here, where it's the peak of Lionsgate, and you're riding on your progress from the first week. You found your center, you found your heart space, and you're in there, and you're feeling amazing. You're feeling blessed, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling astronomical, and you're happy inside. You feel energized, you feel full, you feel guided by the stars and by your higher selves and by your team and angelic realities, and you're moving forward to your preferred reality. You're living your best life. There isn't much else I could say about this card besides this is where you want to be. This is the goal for all spiritual attainment, is becoming that self-actualized individual where you know who you are, you know where you are, you know how you exist, how you are, and you're moving forward into more of that, more of alignment, while staying in alignment and just being more aligned as the days go by. So this is a very, very positive place. And here, good job on week 2. So week 3, here we have the 3 in inhibition. So here the 3 shows a little bit more of a issue after the Lionsgate closes on the 12th. So this is like week 3, like August 16th, starting here. So the 3 is lacking the mental willpower, and they're missing the point. They're blocked. They're standing underwater partially, and they are not flowing. They're not moving as efficiently as they could. So also here, when I look at the 3, I see hooks. Looks like there's hooks underwater coming up from past karma that, you know, comes up after you have a major shift from week 2. Week 3 looks like, from what you've learned, your karma lessons are coming back to ask you if you've actually learned what you've implemented through this past Stargate. And that's what always happens. The universe is always going to test you. The universe is always going to ask you, hey, good job. However, this stuff had been plaguing you for the past couple years. So here it is again. Now show me what you've learned. Show me that you've gained wisdom and experience and knowledge by applying yourself. And detach these hooks that are clinging on to you from past circumstances that are now beneath you. So recognize that, understand that, and continue to flow, continue to move, continue to be free, and move forward in your own power. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe in your power of who you are. Believe in your experience of what you've been through. Draw on your faculty based off of where you've been, what you've seen, what you've done, and acknowledge that as your own power, as an energy being, as a God being, as an individual who is very capable of doing whatever you set your mind to. That's what's the most important here, all right? Because that's what brings up blocks, okay, is doubt in yourself and inefficiency of management of your own thoughts and emotions. So just remember these things, because when these tests come up, it's asking you, do you actually remember what you've learned? Do you know what you've learned? Have you applied the knowledge? Are you ready to apply the knowledge and move on to the next level? Can we get off of this stage to where you're going in circles and doing the same things over and over again and falling in the same traps? Let's move on, shall we? That's what the universe is asking you here. So answer the call. Move upward, move forward in confidence and clarity and knowledge of yourself, because the universe is waiting for the newly enlightened version of you. Okay, so week 4, we have the Roaring Galactic Lion. This is the end of August, the end of the month of Lionsgate, and it's going out with a roar here. So here in this illustration, there's a galactic white lion with his head tilted back and roaring up to the stars. He has Lightcode written along his face and down his mane. This lion is showing the power of self-expression and expansion of his own energy. He is who he is for the main reason of the self-actualization of him knowing himself. The main directive of this card, and with all Lyran energy, is to remember who you are, because deep inside you have the strength, the courage, and the resilience of a lion. Working with this Lyran energy and your Lyran higher self will help you get your heart memory to a no-doubt place of mind state. So you have the unshakable and undeniable knowing of self and trust and self-reliance and belief in yourself that rivals a superhuman. Okay? So this galactic lion here is showing how powerful he is. He's roaring up to the stars, and he's looking up to the stars with this inner eye, seeing from his heart, feeling and resonating with the sky. It's kind of like if you've heard the story of Buddha, you know how powerful it is to be in your own alignment and remember who you are totally. It's like when Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree and he self-realized himself, after he got up, he looked up at the sky, tilted his head back, and was laughing. And it was, it's like, it's similar to that. It's similar to that energy, except this is a confidence thing. This is a self-actualization thing. This is you overcoming your karma, attachments, past engagements, past hooks and cords that were beneath you from week 3. This is your victory over that, and coming in to yourself full circle into week 4. So more about the Galactic Lion. The Lyran energy is not shaken by trivial manners. They do not battle small anxieties. They do not wrestle with nervousness, nor do they entertain fear under any circumstances. A lion doesn't allow small things to bother him. He knows he is bigger than the hyenas laughing in the distance and larger than the ankle biters running around below their feet. Hence week 3 here, ankle biters. He is himself undeniably, wholeheartedly, and eternally, because he allows himself to be so. He is fully in his power while maintaining a healthy emotional balance. And this is where he chooses to be at all times, because it's better for him to be himself as fully as possible while allowing himself to be actualized in result, which in turn creates a better environment for everybody around him. So this Lyran here has the most evolved and largest heart of all those who are around him. And he knows that. So he knows the more he develops himself, or herself, whether you're a guy or a girl watching this, the more the people who are around you will benefit from it, because that's how collectives work. So when you work with your Lyran aspect to grow your heart energy, this month during the Lionsgate portal, you will become more fully you, respectfully. So work on that heart energy. Get into your heart and allow your heart to grow exponentially, because there are energy streams coming down into the planet for that specific purpose. And when you do that, you show your higher selves that you're ready to learn, you're ready to progress, and you're ready to expand into more of your lessons that you're supposed to be implementing, acknowledging, and growing from as the reason why you're here. So do those things, show your higher selves who you are, show your higher selves that you're ready to pass these same ridiculous tests that you've been struggling with over the past few years, and step into the new version of yourself, because it's time. It's time to do this, guys. It's time to actually be about it and not just say you're about it. It's time to walk the path and actually embody it and have an unshakable, undeniable conviction about it as it within yourself, because once you do that, you become it. You become that higher version of yourself, and that's where you want to be. So peace and love. If you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.org. I do energy readings, intuitive readings, custom art, numerology readings, all types of stuff on there. Go and check that out. Also, I have a apparel line, Empath League, at empathgear.com. Check that out. Cool organite like this. This is a fox. As you can see, it's a little fox made out of amethyst and selenite. So check these out. This is just like something you would get as a bonus. Um, this is like so if you buy something like this is a energy pillar of light. Here it's a horse, as you can tell, yet it actually has um, a copper coil wound at the bottom and a terminated quartz crystal here inside it that spins energy through the bottom up out through the top, creating a pillar of light and an energy field that goes outwards in all directions 30 feet. So if you buy one of these, likely you'll get one of these free. So just check that out on empathleague.com. I also have a few other items. I have Christed cross on there. I have a lion on there. I have Mary Magdalene on there. I have a dragon on there. Check that out. All types of stuff and more stuff coming soon. Peace and love. I'll talk to you soon.